So the how to apply a discount video has a big book case of 20, but now we changed it to say big book case of 20 with discount, so it's clear that it has a discount. You probably won't do that a ton at these mobile intergroup events, but a lot of times people will call and say, hey, you're coming to this, can you bring me a case of big books for my group so I don't have to drive to Knoxville? And we will absolutely comply with that. So
have an order with lots of different things in it. There's also another button just like that under 12 and 12, case of 20, that has the same thing set up. It's already, the discount's already figured in. However, we're going to show you on this one how to do it without the big books in case it's something else. So I've already started a sale up here. And so we have 20 mini big books, a drop the rock, and each day the new beginning. Now, there are two types of discounts. The first one is a committee discount. Now, if it's a committee, they get a discount on the whole order. So the easiest way to do that is to go up here under all items and go under discounts. There's the two discounts all right there. Now, if you use this button, it will apply to the whole order. So that's why I say this is good for a committee order. So if you hit both of them at the same time, it'll give them 20% off. So we want to make sure we don't do that. And then also if you go in, how I'm going to show you in a second, and do the individual discount and this discount, it will also give them 20% off. And each order only gets one discount per order. So that is the easiest way to do it when it's committee. It just pops right on there. So if we have an order like this where it's just the mini big books that need the discount, you have to go click on it and go down here to bulk order, make this little fob, go over to the other side, hit save, and there you go. It's discounted, it shows the discount. Tap.
I don't know if you guys can see this little thing right there. It means it's discounted.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't include the discount. So what you'll do here is just cash it out just like normal. If you want to take the discount off, you go back in, you do it the other way. What I found also sometimes it's easier is to have them do two transactions, especially if you have like where they've got 15 different pamphlets, you would have to go in and discount each individual pamphlet. So what I like to do is do two transactions. One where I can just do one bulk order discount, and then they can do another transaction that has their other stuff, like the one each day new beginning and the one drop the rock, so that it's just easier on you. So there you go. That's how you do discounts. You just cash it out like normal. Thanks.
So this is it. We're gonna hopefully add more onto here. And this is another reason is so that when you're doing mobile intergroup events and you're like, I don't know how to do this, or you're working in the office, you can just pull it up and watch it right there. You don't have to worry about whether or not you can get a hold of me. There's always a resource for you. So just, it's East Tennessee Intergroup YouTube channel. And I didn't put any hashtags or anything on there, so hopefully, I mean, I can't imagine. Huh?
How often do you normally apply discounts?
Annie, how often do we apply discounts?
If you're a committee,
Apply the committee.
or if
They say they're a committee. If they come in and say, I'm on the literature committee, if they come in and say, I'm on the corrections committee,
Oh, okay, I understand that.
and
Yeah.
there's a listing that we keep over here. If you buy a certain amount of something that's listed like pamphlets or chips or things like that, that's a discount.
So if you bulk order,
So-
bulk amount.
okay, so now we're gonna move on to how to do the square. And I'm gonna come up over here so that we can get a good photo. So, and I'm also going to try a more kind of in-depth square video to put up here before we go, just because we did this with Tony at the last one. Tony's worked our booth before, but we just still need a refresher from time to time. So you just hit
I've been
OK.
here and I forgot more than I knew.
Yeah. Actually, let me bring my agenda over here. Okay, so the way this is set up is that there's a couple of tabs over here to the side. The first one is page 1. These are all the items that we, you know what, would somebody hit the lights over there by the door so we can see easier?
With my bifocals, I can't see
Yeah.
unless I get right on top of it anyway.
There we go. That should be easier to see. So these are all the items that we sell the most of. So you can just hit these and they'll just pop up over there. And most of this, hopefully you won't have to use because you'll have the barcode scanner. But if you do. So then we have all items. And this is just an alphabetical listing of everything. This one I think is my favorite because if I can't find something, I just put it on all items and it'll come up.
Another way that I found that sometimes makes it easy, because sometimes I don't know what thing, that if I take and I just go to the magnifying glass and type in a couple of letters, like I think key something,
Yeah.
you know, maybe a key fob or a keychain or a key, you know, I do key, you know, and then all the stuff comes up. And it's like 6 items compared to, yeah, right.
Yeah. Or like Big Book, they'll all come up like that.
Exactly.
So you can do that, and then there's a keyboard that pops up. Then we have our categories. So we have books, anything that's a book. Chips. Chips are the plastic chips. Medallions are the hard bronze and triplate medallions. Contributions, we have group and individual contributions. A lot of times for these mobile events, I find a lot of times people will say keep the change. So I like to just throw the extra into here. That way you have one big individual contribution at the end. You don't have to keep track. You don't have to, in the middle of being busy and trying to check 6 people out, you're having to go in and enter a contribution for 37 cents.
Would you do this at the end of the day then, right?
Yes. Or like if at the roundup, Greg and I will probably do that a few times a day just to get the money out of there.
Are you gonna be here to hold my hand when we do
Yes,
this,
the
probably?
whole roundup, either Greg or I will be there. Or Clara or Annie or Beth.
Yeah, Claire was pretty good.
You know, any of the people that are here are anchor people.
And you'll be there to hold my hand,
Yeah.
right? Okay, we got it.
Drunk junk is the fun stuff, the stickers, the jewelry, the coffee cups, kind of anything that is not any of the other categories. DVDs. Now, irregular, we probably won't have anything irregular for the roundup or a mobile intergroup event unless you have a special order. But that's stuff that we don't sell a ton of, but we also don't want to delete it out of the square because at some point we'll have to add it back in, like a CPC kit or some of the wall hangings, stuff like that we just, well, let's see what's in there. Old pamphlets that we've discontinued carrying in our office, kits, parchments, just a lot, like big book CDs. We don't carry those in the office, but we do special order them occasionally. Window shades are in drunk junk, but you won't have those at a mobile event. Medallions is all the bronze medallions. Triplates and crystallized are all the way at the bottom. Then we have pamphlets. That's all the pamphlets. And then service. That's postage, lamination, newsletter subscriptions. Newsletter subscriptions are for snail mail. It's $12 a year. That covers the postage to get it to their house. So they can purchase one of those too if they want. That also comes to $12 even with tax, just so it's easy. All right. So we already saw everything about discounts. Gift cards. There are also videos up here for gift cards about how to use and redeem them. We have never sold one of them. We have the ability to, so I'm not even going to cover that because we're not going to use it. And the keypad is just, if you cannot figure out what on earth this is supposed to be or how much it is, well, you should know how much it is, but you can't find it in here. You can type in the amount and it'll just do it. Just make it, it's got a section for a note. So like if you go $5, right here, add note. You know, that way you can type in what it is so that later when I'm going through the transactions, I can figure out what we're talking about. Okay. So, we did special orders already.
Question,
Yes.
how do we pay for the pre-ordered stuff?
You'll just ring it in like normal. You'll ring it in like crystallized medallion, and then you'll do postage $4. And that's under service. If you go to categories, service, postage. And it's $1 increments. So you just hit it 4 times. So, and that way it comes to their house. And I will have all that hopefully written out for you. If I get that far. Okay. So here's how it works. So you are going to have, I'll just put this on the bottom. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so everything has a barcode on it. You're going to just scan the barcode. It'll ring right in. If you need to do 3 of them, you can do that. You can also go over here and adjust it. So if you need to adjust the quantity, you can go up and down. Sometimes if they order a ton of stuff and there's like 20 of them, it's easier just to go adjust the quantity than it is to hit the barcode 20 times. Remove item. If you need to confirm the remove item. Your sale will show up here off to the side. If you are on one of the smaller ones, oh, there it goes. You will have, let's go back. Oh, this one's a little bit different. On the other ones, oh, it has this, but it's in the middle on the top where it says current sale. So you'll click on current sale. It'll show you everything. There's a little drop down. You can clear all items if you just need to completely start over. You can click on the individual item if you need to delete it. Remove item, confirm remove item. You can adjust the items. They're all pretty easy. If you need to change something about it, you just click on that item.
You can put the discounts in that. I see discounts.
Yes.
Vulcan committee are coming up. We can do that. So you can do that.
Yes. And then also if you have a sales tax exemption, you can turn that off. But we probably won't have those for mobile events. So, but yeah, that's where all that adjustment stuff is. Also, there's a passcode on here. So you're not going to get into anything you shouldn't be in. So any of the areas that's just for me are passcoded. So like at one point there's a thing that says items. So you think that's where all the items are, but that's the back end of it. So people were getting in there and changing prices of stuff. So that's all locked down. You can't get into it, so you don't have to worry about messing that stuff up. So, add customer. I'm not going to show you how to do this on the video because when I pull it up, it shows our actual customer names. And for anonymity's sake, I'm not going to do that in the video. But there is a button that says add customer. You go in, you type, and I'm hopefully going to make a video for this up here and have the information covered up so people can't see it. But you go in and add customer, and we like to really track stuff by the group, not by the person so much, so that for our outreach purposes, we know which groups know about Intergroup, have been to Intergroup, and the big bulk orders, especially, like if somebody comes in here and is like, our treasurer went AWOL, we don't know where any of our money is, can you tell us what we've spent here? We can pull everything that's up in your group name up, and we can show you what's been spent here and what hasn't. So we like to add that information when we have it. At these mobile events, that's not really an issue so much, but if you get that information and you have time to input it, that's awesome. We appreciate it. So, okay, accepting cards. So there are 2 methods to accept cards. So we have our transaction here we've been working on. I'm going to turn it sideways because this is what it's usually going to be. So you're going to go over to the charge button over here where it says charge. And then we only have the payment options that we take in here. So there's cash, and it'll give you a couple of different options. Usually it'll round up to like the next $5, the next $10. Like if something's $18, it'll show you $20 so that you can, because a lot of times people give round number bills, right? So it'll say like the next one up, it'll say the exact amount, or it'll say custom. So if they give you, like this is $25.30. So if they give you $40.25 and you don't want to do the math because you're like me and you have no brain power, you don't even have to do the math, and it'll show you your change back is such and such amount. Manual credit card entry, if we have to do it that way. Other payment types, let's see.
We don't take checks, right?
We do take checks. We do take group checks. We don't take individual checks.
Okay.
Well, we do if it's, like if somebody has special ordered something, we would take an individual check then. But at the
That
roundup, we're
wouldn't
not.
apply at the roundup, right?
Yeah, at the roundup, we're not going to take individual checks, and frankly, I don't think we got a ton of them. So, hang on, I feel like I've. Oh, okay. So there is a passcode to like back out of a transaction. That's the one you guys can't have. It's just 4444, so it's easy to remember. I don't even really know why it's on here because it's all the stuff you're supposed to be doing anyway. I don't know. But so you hit charge. Okay. Other payment types is checks, manual gift card entry, and more is checks. I don't know what this one is. I can't really. I don't know. I don't know what that one is, but you shouldn't use it. And then for credit cards, you will take and scan the credit card. Now, a lot of times you kind of have to hold it still because it kind of wants to wobble and it doesn't scan as easy. So I like to kind of hold it tight and run it through. We also have a square reader. It's about this big for chip cards. You put it in chip side first. The terminal, the one that prints out everything, it has a card reader down the side and it has a chip reader in the front of it. So you just stick it in.
Wait, chips, you mean in the card?
Yeah, you know how,
This doesn't take the chips.
because it doesn't have the technology to do it. The chip readers
I do it
are
all
35
the time.
with this.
Yeah. And it's taken.
Oh, it'll take a chip card.
You
It just
can
doesn't.
Swipe a chip card.
Yeah, you can swipe a chip card. It just doesn't use the chip technology. So
Okay.
it'll still take it either way. But if you have a chip reader available there, it will tell you, hey, that's a chip. Put it in the chip reader. So,
Oh, okay.
and a lot of them will be different. Those were more expensive, and these work just fine. So it was kind of how we ended up with just chip readers on some of them. So you'll just cash it out. So we'll just do cash. And then it'll go to this page. Right here is where it'll say your change amount. If they have used a Square anywhere before, their phone number or their email, if they've given it to somebody, will pop up. And you can, if those buttons pop up, I just automatically send it to them. I don't even ask them because they've put their information in there. Or you can just go no thanks and move on to the next sale and hit new sale up here. There you go.
So they don't have to sign it anywhere.
Yes, they do if they have a credit card, and it'll pop up on the screen, and they just sign it with their finger.
I
Right.
just always tell
So-
people make their mark.
Yeah, that's right. We just turn it around and we just say make your mark,
That's what I tell people.
and let them sign on it however they
Throw
want.
X or something,
Yeah.
you know, they do
It
that.
doesn't really matter. So, did we cover? Do you guys feel like we covered everything with those? Again, for the roundup, Greg and I will be there, and then I'm also going to try and do a more in-depth video, and we'll have the videos about the individual questions and concerns, like how to do a discount and how to buy gift card and things like that. So you guys can have those. Hopefully, I don't know how many of them really we're going to get done before the roundup, but after the roundup, hopefully there'll be tons of them on there. That's one of our
Oh, the
projects we're
videos,
pushing. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Oh, your handouts I gave you. So, these are information about our intergroup specifically. So we cover, like it says, we cover 7 districts within Area 64, which is pretty much the state of Tennessee, which includes 25 counties and roughly 100 to 150 groups, and with 400 to 500 meetings per week at any one time. That number fluctuates on a regular basis, so that's why it's an estimate. And this is things that we do. You know, the most important thing we do is manage the hotline. If they can't get a hold of us, but so this has a lot of that information in there, other projects we're working on, and how they and their group can help. Do service work, send us a 7th tradition, that kind of thing. Then the second part of this is the AA guidelines. So this is what AA publishes about intergroups. And we try and follow these, but I think this is important information for anybody to have, so they have like, this is what we should be doing. If we're not doing it, ask us why we're not doing it. You know, we should be accountable to this. So this is all good information to have, and I hope everybody reads it before they come and work mobile intergroup booth. So, all right. Does anybody have any questions?
Are we gonna take Spanish, big books up and burn that?
We will take Spanish big books to the roundup. We have a small selection of them here in the office that we keep. We don't generally sell a whole lot of them, but they just started a Spanish meeting next door. So hopefully we will start selling more of those. But we usually only have one or two at a time in.
How do you do the scheduling or who's gonna be working on?
So we are working on the schedule right now, and what we're gonna do is, for the roundup specifically, what happened last year was that we had people scheduled for, like 2 people scheduled for like this amount of time, and then at the break, all these people who'd been trained in the mobile intergroup came up and helped us through the break and then went back to whatever they were doing. And we didn't realize how busy we were going to be. It was twice the size it was the year before.
You're talking
Last year.
Oh, last
It
year.
was awesome and amazing. So this year what we're going to do is we're going to break down the schedule again like we did, and we're going to put who's speaking. So if there's somebody specific you don't want to miss, you don't have to miss that. And then we're going to have people scheduled just for the breaks, just to come and help us come out of the meeting 5 minutes early, go to the next one 5 minutes late kind of thing, and just cover the break for us until we get our bearings. And we'll probably have, in between the breaks, we'll probably have 2 of us scheduled just to make sure that we can restock and catch up. Yeah. So we're going to break that down. We're going to put it in an Excel spreadsheet, and we're going to publish it. And it's going to be first come, first serve on the shifts. So whatever shift you want. Are you on our Facebook page?
Yes.
Are you in there is a Facebook group for the, wait, no, there's not a Facebook group for the roundup. There is,
Yeah, there is a Facebook group for the roundup.
well, for us for the roundup,
Oh.
for this body. We do have a roundup remind list. Remind's an app that people use to mass text, like my kid's school uses it. So it can mass text everybody, but then if Susie responds to me, it is just me and Susie. You guys don't all have to see it. Tony doesn't have to see everyone's response to the group text.
She knows I gotta think about group text.
Yes.
Fucking hate them.
Yes. The text. Group text.
Right down the gutter.
Group sex, I'm too old.
Yes.
Huh?
I'm not even touching that one. But so we'll get everybody signed up on that one, and then I'll send everybody a link to the document so that people can sign up for it. Or I don't know if I'll be able to make it to where people can sign up for it, or it'll just be like whoever first come first serve, whoever signs up for it, and then I'll go in and adjust it based on who asked for what when.
And if nobody signs up for it,
Friday.
and if nobody signs up for it,
Then is
Well, then
then is mobile recorded or not?
we'll do what we can. When we get done here,
And I show up and I do.
You can have me Friday from 12 to,
well, we'll send you the schedule, and then for anybody who's
Yes.
watching this on YouTube, email me or call me here at the office, and I will get you added to that remind group as well. We just need your phone number, or you can get it through email if you prefer not to get text messages. So, all right, is that everybody?
Cool.
Anything else? All right, very cool. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to call me, email me. Email is the best, like I said. And thanks. Appreciate it.
thank you.
Good job.